The woman crying on the ground wasn't begging for her life. She was begging for someone to believe her. But they had already decided she was guilty. Before the truth could be heard, the woman who sacrificed everything for her family lost them all. Now, let me tell you how it all began. Mama never imagined that the children she loved more than her own life would one day become the reason for her tears. Years earlier, her husband died before he ever saw the child she was carrying. In one painful moment, she became a widow, a mother, and the only hope her two little boys had. Life showed her no mercy. Some mornings, there was nothing to cook. Some nights, she lay awake, wondering how she would feed her children the next day. But every sunrise brought the same decision. She would not give up. She walked wherever she could. She endured hunger so her sons would eat. She wore old clothes so they could attend school. She prayed for them every morning, and every night she taught them to fear God, to speak the truth, to respect others, and to remember that kindness costs nothing. Years passed. The little boys she once carried on her back grew into successful men. Charles rose through the ranks until he became one of the most respected chief judges in the state. Hilary followed the same path, becoming a brilliant lawyer admired by many. Whenever people congratulated Mama, she smiled with quiet gratitude. Deep in her heart, she thanked God. She believed every sacrifice, every tear, every sleepless night had finally been worth it. But while Mama was thanking God for the future, life was quietly preparing the darkest chapter of her journey. One evening, Charles called his mother. "Mama, it's been a long time since you stayed with us. Ngozi's pregnancy is almost due. Please come and spend some time with us before the baby arrives." For a few seconds, Mama could not speak. A gentle smile spread across her face. She lifted her eyes towards heaven. "Thank you, Lord. You have been so faithful to me." The very next morning, she packed a small traveling bag. Inside, she carefully arranged the tiny baby clothes she had been sewing for weeks. A little knitted sweater, a soft wrapper, a tiny cap, simple gifts made with a mother's love. As the vehicle carried her towards Charles' house, her heart overflowed with joy. She could hardly wait to welcome her first grandchild into the world. She had no idea that before she returned home, her own life would never be the same again. When Mama arrived, the whole family welcomed her warmly. Ngozi embraced her tightly. "Mama, I have missed you." Mama smiled and gently placed her hand on her daughter-in-law's shoulder. "My daughter, you should be resting now. Leave the work to me." From that day, Mama became the heartbeat of the house. Before sunrise, she was already awake. She prepared breakfast, made sure everyone had eaten, spent most of her time caring for Ngozi, whose pregnancy was already in its final weeks. Whenever Ngozi became tired, Mama was always there. Whenever she needed anything, Mama responded with love. She never complained, not even once. One evening, Hilary stopped by to visit his brother's family. As they sat talking, Charles smiled. "It's good that Mama came to stay for a while. Ngozi really needs someone around at this stage of her pregnancy." Hilary nodded. "Yes, she will be a great help." Mama overheard their conversation. She paused for a moment. A quiet smile appeared on her face. Those few words made every year of hardship seem worthwhile. For the first time in many years, she felt completely at peace. She believed life had finally rewarded every sacrifice she had made. But sometimes, the darkest storms arrive when the sky is brightest. 3 days later, the house was peaceful. Ngozi had gone upstairs to rest. Everyone was going about their normal activities until a terrifying scream shattered the silence. "Help!" Everyone froze. Then came another scream. Moments later, Ngozi was found lying motionless at the bottom of the staircase. Panic swept through the house. Charles rushed to his wife. "Ngozi! Ngozi!" Hilary immediately called for help. Mama stood there, frozen, unable to understand what had just happened. The peaceful home that had been filled with hope only moments earlier had suddenly become a place of fear.